Welcome back to the channel. Today what I'm going to be talking about is protein powders, weight gainers, things of that nature. Whether or not those things are effective. And it's been my experience in the past that they can work, but at the same time, a lot of time they will cause your blood levels to be over. And that will be an issue with you and your doctor, with those blood levels becoming excessive because of the extra this and that you're putting into your system. Now, protein powders, creatine, they do work, but they are limited in what they can help you do. The creatine, for instance, normally makes you hold a lot more water in the body, giving you the illusion of being larger. But as soon as you stop taking the product, now that's where the problem come in. As soon as you stop taking it, pretty much whatever little bit of size that you've accomplished from it, you're gonna lose it just that fast. It's nowhere around it. It's not stuff that you can keep, just like steroids. It's a constant, you gotta spend money on it. But at the same time, you're gonna have elevated blood pressures and things like that because you're holding so much water to maintain that fullness that you have from the creatine. The protein is something that you need because it's like a natural diuretic. It causes you not to hold as much water as you would taking in more carbohydrates. That's why whenever you're taking the creatine, it's also good for you to have that low carbohydrate type diet to get rid of a lot of the water that the creatine is going to make you whole. Now, with the extra creatine being in your system, you will get a little bit stronger. You know, you'll be able to lift a little bit heavier weights and stuff like that. But again, once you stop, you're going to lose the strength that you had because you're not able to hold those waters in the body to maintain that strength level, you know. So that's why I say it's a waste of money. It's a waste of money because you'll be spending the money all the time, and then you end up spending money on blood pressure pills because of the increased blood pressure levels that the creatine will cause you to hold. So I don't advocate using creatines, proteins, things like that because of that. It's a money pit. You'll always be spending money on that kind of stuff. I mean, you can get into the hundreds of dollars a month trying to mimic the effects of steroids, which you'll never do because there's nothing on the shelf that can give you that same level of muscle building properties as steroids will. So you trying to do it with stuff that you find on the counters and stuff like that, it's pretty much a gimmick, something to get money out of your pocket. So I mean, you can make progress with just eating regular foods, eating 3 times a day. I don't advocate all that for natural people. For natural people, I don't advocate eating those 6 meals a day and all that kind of stuff. I mean, you can do that even if you got a fast metabolism. I had one person that was had a question about, not necessarily a question, but they was talking about that they're hard to gain weight or whatever. A lot of times when people have those issues right there, it's not that they it's hard for them to gain weight. It's not that it's hard for them to gain weight. What it is hard for them to eat properly, eat the right amount of foods with those 3 meals a day, and it's very hard for them to eat those 3 square meals like they should, and also maintain a consistent workout regimen. That's normally what keeps people from getting bigger with their workout regimens. You know, they'll tell you half the story, but they won't tell you everything that they're doing or not doing. And 90% of the time, it's always something that they're not doing. They are not working out on a regular basis like they say they are, because they may have jobs, they may have kids. A lot of those things interfere with workouts, like I've said before. So there's nothing wrong with that, but you're not gonna build a bodybuilder's type body not being able to work out on a regular basis. And simply because you're not able to work out on a regular basis, there's no way for you to build that caliber of body, because it takes a lot of time and effort in the gym, and also making sure that you are eating your meals like you should be, and having them all scattered out all over the place, eating at inopportune times, like eating before you go to bed, stuff like that, you know, for the ones that are gaining weight and can't lose weight. Yeah, I mean, it's something that you have to pay attention to. You know, your diet, your workouts, all that stuff you have to pay attention to. You have to make sure that you are doing what you're supposed to be doing and just not making up stuff. Now, if you are staying on regimen, doing what you're supposed to be doing, then it's virtually impossible for you not to make progress, as long as you are doing like you're supposed to be doing. And like I said, not making up things, because a lot of times when you're dealing with people, again, they'll tell you half the story, but they won't tell you all the things that they're not doing. You know, it's just like going to the doctor. The doctor asks you, you know, are you taking the medications like you're supposed to? And, you know, 9 times out of 10, you're not. You're doing pretty much what you want to, what time allows you to do. And that's the way it is when it comes down to working out. You know, if you have an everyday job, if you're not one of those professional bodybuilders, and if you're a professional bodybuilder, I'm pretty sure you're not watching me talking to you. I mean, because you already know that what it takes to get that extra size and all this other stuff. You're not delusional. You know it takes steroids to look like a bodybuilder, a professional bodybuilder. But you can have a nice looking physique naturally if you do it right. And it doesn't take a whole lot to get the body right with everyday foods, and taking those protein powders, creatines, stuff like that. In the long run, it's going to end up hurting your physique, and at the same time, it's going to end up costing you unnecessary money that you're wasting. You're just wasting money. Now, if you want to spend all that extra money, spend it on a weight set. You know, a weight set so you can get home when you get off work or whatever, and you can knock a few sets out. Because the most important thing for a natural athlete is consistency. As long as you can be consistent and doing what you're doing, then you're gonna develop the body that you want. You just got to do it systematically. You got to do what you're supposed to be doing to do it. It don't take a whole lot to break a natural body down. You know, it don't take all this incredible weight to build the body up, to make it look a certain way. You know, it just doesn't take a lot of weight for that. But taking the extra creatine, eating 6-7 meals a day is not going to get you where you want to go. It's going to end up, you're going to end up with elevated blood levels. You're going to end up with being obese because of all the extra food that's not necessary, and especially if you're not working out like you're supposed to. Anyway, that's what I want to talk to y'all about. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. And again, I'll be talking to you later.